think I want to do this? I mean, I don't enjoy this, Keisha, but I don't know how to stop. Do you know how to make it stop?
You could go to AA. When was the last time you went to a meeting?
AA. It's platitudes and homilies. Sharing, coping mechanisms. I've heard it all 1,000 times, and the bottom line is, nothing would feel better right now than to see my reflection in the bottom of a highball glass.
But you realize that isn't an option for you. AJ.
Yes, I know.
You're scaring me.
I'm sorry. Look, I don't mean to. Thanks for listening. I feel better. I do, really.
Please don't patronize me.
I'm not. Talking about it helps to work it through your system. It's one of the cornerstones of AA. That's what sponsors are all about.
That sounds reasonable. So why am I still worried?
Don't be. I'm not gonna go out on some binge. I just need an event.
Anytime. I mean that. And maybe you really should consider going to one of those meetings.
Yeah, I will. Thank you.
Well, isn't this cozy?
Jason, don't start. It's not what you think.
Oh, really? What do I think?
Jason, just chill. I was having a hard time and Keisha was being a friend.
A hard time about what?
Jason, just don't
No,
start.
it's all right. If you have to know, I was fighting a pretty hard urge to have a drink.
Oh, for crying out loud. Get over it, AJ.
Jason.
And how dare you drag Keisha into your self-pity routine?
Excuse me? I was having a bad moment here, and Keisha was giving me a little bit of support, which is a lot more than I can say for you, little brother.
No. You were just using her to validate your own take on your life and your alcoholism, which can be summed up in about 3 words. Poor, pitiful me. Just give it up.
Jason, do you really think this is necessary?
Yeah, actually, I do. Because the truth of the matter is, AJ, your incessant whining notwithstanding, you're one of the luckiest people on earth. You're young, you're healthy, you were born into more money than any of us know what to do with, and by virtue of that fact, you're involved in running one of the biggest financial conglomerates on this planet. So maybe you don't have a girlfriend. But you know what? It's not the end of the world. So what the hell do you have to feel sorry about?
I'm an alcoholic, Jason. You've got no idea how difficult that is. How it colors everything.
Tough.
What do you mean tough? Cope with it. It's not that easy. Stress builds up. Urges kick in.
If the Charles Street Foundation is too much stress for you, walk away. Go back to the hotel. At least you have the option. Most people don't, in case you hadn't noticed.
That'd suit you just fine, wouldn't it? Yeah, you'd like me out of the way.
No. No, I'd rather do it with you. But not at the expense of your sobriety. If, in fact, that's really an issue. And I didn't just walk in on some big, fat sympathy ploy staged for Keisha's benefit.
Come on, Jay. You're unbelievable. You know that? Look, I tell you what. I think I'm just going to leave because I've had enough abuse from you for one day. I'm going home. Look, I'm sorry.
It's not your fault, AJ.
Oh, yeah, it never is.
Are you proud of yourself?
Keisha, you don't understand.
You know what, Jason? I don't understand. I got work to do.
Oh, I just got this intense craving.
Right now.
If not sooner. What do you say? The farm stand on Turnpike Road is open. We can pick up about 100 ears or so, cook them up to your place, my place. Doesn't matter.
Well, actually, I thought I'd put in a couple more hours here.
All right. I guess we better have this out. Go on, take your best shot.
You were really mean to AJ earlier, Jason. I didn't like it.
You haven't met AJ when he's drinking. He's not a nice person. He's self-destructive, and maudlin, and he screws up everything he touches. And right now, his hands are all over Charles Street.
Exactly,
Look,
and that's part
Keisha, I have been here too many times. And I know the best way to handle this is not to get sucked into AJ's neediness or self-pity, because if you do, you validate it. And if he feels validated as a victim, he's off the wagon, and we have a major problem on our hands.
All right. I mean, you certainly know more about the dynamics involved here than I do. I just felt so bad for him. I still do, and I want to help him.
So treat him the way you always have. But don't let him con you into being responsible for him. You'll be real sorry. Now, at risk of sounding monumentally selfish,
Yeah?
could we just forget about AJ and focus on my needs?
Which are?
Dinner. And your smile. Not necessarily in that order. No, that's better. Since I'm on a roll, do you think I can convince you to turn off that computer and kiss me?
Sure. Just not necessarily.